thought, oh, geez, I'm screwed. And, you know, he was probably thought he was having his Al Campanis or Jimmy the Greek moment, if you're old enough to remember those instances. And, you know, he said that, I asked him, why Canada, why do they don't have the same level of murder that we have? And he said, well, you know, they don't have the same ethnic thing that we have. And then he heard that. Then he said somehow, you know, I'm proud of the wise, dead white men that founded this country. And at that point, he sort of, he wanted to bail at that point.
Not good, Chuck. All right, we're almost at the Q&A time. I just wanted to, this business about the qualification rules for documentaries at the Academy Awards. What are your feelings about that? How will it impact, and what exactly happened?
Does anybody care about that?
Oh, maybe not, because it seemed like a pretty big, there are filmmakers here who might want to get an Academy Award for their documentaries, so I think it might help. Yes, she said, so for her at least. Explain that. What happened? Because of you, mostly because of...
It is because of me. And,
so it's your fault. Now you have to explain.
I'm very proud of it. I have, ever since Roger and Me was not nominated, and then Hoop Dreams wasn't nominated, and Shoah wasn't nominated, and Brothers Keeper, all these films back in the 90s that weren't nominated, it was really weird. Like if you made a good film or a popular film or whatever, you weren't nominated. And if you were one of our original founders of the modern documentary, you realize that Frederick Weissman, D.A. Pennebaker, Al Maisel, the Maisel brothers, never have won an Oscar. And in fact, Weissman has never even been nominated.
Unbelievable.
How can that be?
Yeah.
That would be like saying Spielberg's never been nominated. I mean, he's the Spielberg of our art form. And how could this happen? Well, it happened because a small little group, a committee, got to pick the nominees as opposed to letting the whole branch vote. So you're in the actors branch, so you vote for the 5.
I got my little booklet.
Your little thing, and you pick your 5 actors, and the directors and the editors and everybody in their branch does the same. But in our branch, no, we don't get to have a say who the 5 nominees are. Only those who sit on the committee. And you vote with this weighted voting system where there's only 7 people, say, on the committee that sees your film. 1 or 2 people can give it the lowest mark, and that's the end of the film. 1 or 2 people out of a branch of 160 were making the decisions as to who gets nominated. That is not democracy. And I came into the Academy and I got elected to the Board of Governors, and I said, I think that we need to bring a democracy movement to the documentary branch of the Oscars. And I convinced them, and they, with a unanimous vote, voted to now, our 5 nominees will be picked by the entire branch. And from now on, you and everybody else in the other branches will get to vote on the 5 nominated documentaries. You will not have to show up, you know, on those 3 nights in New York or LA to watch all 5 films. You're going to be given screeners. You can watch them at home. Come to the theater. It's better, but you know, it's going to be the same as it is for everybody else. And I think that this is a much better way to do it. And you have to, the other thing I convinced them to change is that these should be movies. We're giving out too many Oscars in the documentary branch to TV documentaries, which I have nothing against that. I've made them. There's an award system for that. It's called the Emmys. And I've won one. It's a nice award. But for some reason, documentaries have felt like they should be eligible for both awards. You know, because we don't get much respect anyways, we don't get money. So at least let us have 2 awards. But when Kate Winslet makes Mildred Pierce on HBO, or your film, you don't, when you do an HBO film, you don't go, you know, I think that should have got an Oscar. You know, can we submit this at HBO here to the Oscars? Well, no, it's a TV movie. Right. So the New York Times has a policy of every film that opens in Manhattan receives a review on Friday. Every film, big or small, documentary, non-documentary. That's their policy. And so we thought, well, as long as that's their policy, that will guarantee that we will know that this was actually shown in theaters, as opposed to what some of the TV documentaries are doing. We're sneaking a screening someplace, not informing the media, but just getting it on